Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
Another great Friday show lined up. Today we're going to talk about some teams that have been really disappointing. We're going to try to build the next USA Olympic team and so much more. How we feeling today, boys?
I'm feeling good. It's Friday, a.k.a. Friday, a.k.a. in-season tournament day.
Friday is crazy.
NBA Cup Day, but I feel you. Remember, they changed the name. You had to call it the official name, the Cup.
I remember there's an in-season tournament.
You was around.
I'm
back
an
then.
OG with
it. Okay,
I'm a
Yeah, they can't take the name away from us. We still gonna use the name.
It's like Staples Center.
It's like Staples Center.
Sears Tower.
It's
Sears
like
Tower, yeah.
Kaminsky Park.
I don't know. People feel like
They gotta stop changing these names.
Okay, US Cellular Park.
There you go.
Everybody call
Cellular?
it- What is it? Just guaranteed rate? Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. All right, I want to talk about some of these teams that have been bad. Before that, let's drop the mic.
I want to ask y'all, does Shai not playing in fourth quarters take away from his MVP case, or does it gain to it?
I saw
think it
this
gains to it.
conversation on Twitter, bro, and it was really surprising. Then I looked at the original poster's account, and it's a Nuggets fan. So it's like, yeah, he trying to take some
I think
things
it's an
away
interesting
from
question,
Shai.
regardless.
Yeah. What do you think, Darrick?
I think it helps his case just because I think he's being so dominant throughout the first three quarters that he's getting his job done early. It's kind of like when you have a scheduled assignment and you get it done a few days in advance. You kind of just get to chill and just sit back and relax while everybody else stressed because they crammed it all in at the last second. He's just getting his job done through the first three quarters, and that way he get to sit back, relax, chill, and then when he do need to play in the fourth quarter, he still got his legs.
Now I want to ask y'all a question on top of that question. How would it hurt? And when I want a logical answer, not a Denver Nuggets fan. I understand what they would try to say.
Yeah, I don't have the logical answer.
Okay.
I think
personally.
the only thing it would be is that his team is just so good.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
the
they-
Denver
That's
Nuggets
the-
fan.
That's
what
the
the Nuggets
only,
fans
I
are
think,
saying.
argument to it is.
Yeah, no, I don't see it that way. Because in my
At
mind,
all.
if they are, because some of these games he sits and they're not even up by 30. They legit like up by 14 in the last game versus the Kings. And then with 7 minutes left, the Kings cut it down to like 9. And he was like, I guess I'll get in the game then.
Yeah.
You know, so they would say that the team is so good that they don't really need him. When the reality is the man's just chilling.
The only reason they're so not the only reason, but a big piece of why they're so good is because of him.
Yes.
His performance through the first three quarters is why they have that lead.
God forbid he played the four quarters because he's just going to average 38.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So let him cook.
averaging 32 during just three quarters is
That's why I asked the
That's
question.
even more impressive.
Why,
Yeah.
How is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, like I don't logically. Now, if you are a fan and you're trying to make a narrative against him for your own player that you're rooting for, then I understand. But again, to Darrick's point, if you think logically, nobody thinks that the Thunder can do what they do without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And anybody that thinks that does not deserve acknowledgement from anybody who is really watching basketball. That's just plain and simple.
Yeah, because if you take any of the MVP guys off of their teams are going to struggle.
Just the way it is.
We're seeing that with the Bucks now. Giannis has been out for a few games. They didn't now fail to where now their standings, they're pretty much out of the play-in if the playoffs started today.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think the Thunder would fall off that big of a cliff, but it would be a significant drop.
God forbid an MVP player has a good team, though. It doesn't have to be everything is on their shoulders, but he still is giving you 30 in the three quarters. So
I
it's
think
like,
LeBron spoiled us. LeBron
I guess Jokic did too when you think about it.
Yeah.
Jokic's second MVP
Russell
award
Westbrook.
is nuts. Yeah.
James Harden.
So
The last LeBron MVP was on the Heat, though.
Yeah, no, it was. It was. Nah, he still had Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade.
it's been
so.
13 years, since LeBron's last MVP.
People
He's
got
still
that
going,
tired.
too.
People
He's
got that tired of voting for him that they gave him a 13-year.
Maybe this is the year.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
He's having a career high in assists right now with 11 per game.
Hey, you have another year where you lead the league in assists.
Maybe. All right, let's talk about some teams that have been struggling. You just mentioned the name James Harden. The Clippers fell to the Orlando Magic last night, 129-101. It's just been all bad. I just made a video about it, but they are 4-11. And in my video, I said the world should be Clippers fans for the rest of the season. Because if they continue on this path and OKC get a top 3 pick, then it's GG's. It's GG's for everybody. They already look like they're unstoppable. You can't add that extra pick. But what are y'all seeing with the Clippers that make them to the point where they are just bad?
They're hard watch. Watched them last night as well, or I tried to against the Orlando Magic. And, I just don't know. It's nothing to really pinpoint. Number one, you don't have Kawhi Leonard. That always puts this team in a tough situation. Talk about being spoiled. I think last year we got spoiled with how good they were able to be without him. They also lost a big part of that in Norman Powell. And yeah, they brought in a lot of guys who are a bit older, but I don't think that that's a necessary excuse because these guys just last year, a lot of them on different teams or whatnot were able to be somewhat impactful. I mean, Brook Lopez last night had a 3-play stretch that made me turn my attention off of this game. He shot like 2 jump shots that were just not it. Then fouled out of frustration at half court because he airballed the 3-point shot. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm Philadelphia 76ers game. What y'all got going on?
But
But
Derrick Jones Jr. went down, and he's one of their better perimeter defenders. Now they really only have Chris Dunn.
Yeah.
And what you're getting from like Kobe Sanders, who again they need also offense from that side, but I don't see how you can kind of survive. A lot of their identity last year was that defense, and as of right now, they don't have any of it. I mean, even the pick and roll defense is atrocious.
But the offense ain't even there either, though.
Yeah.
They don't have anything to hang
They don't
their
have
hat on.
anybody that can even come close to replacing Norman Powell's offensive production and punch that they gave him.
Zubac's defense doesn't look as good because, again, they don't have anybody that's willing to step up in the pick and roll coverage. So him and Brook Lopez are just playing drop. So you can get any shot, any three you want. They're playing a lot of defense where people are just they're hoping they miss. Versus
Yesterday,
they go contest.
They ran out a lineup that had Chris Paul, Bogey Bogdanovich, Nicholas Batum, Brook Lopez, and Chris Dunn. If that ain't the oldest lineup to
was
ever
terrible.
be constructed, I don't know what is. Even Chris Dunn, the young guy's 31. You know what I mean? Like that's so crazy. And again, like you mentioned, the defensive identity not being there. Even from the first shot the Orlando Magic took, you could just see that the players don't even like they're playing very hard. I mean, James Harden is at the point now where he's just like all hands, which is fine because he's carrying the load offensively. So I don't expect him to get in that chair. But he's all hands, and his closeouts are bad. And it's a tough, like
he
Pierre
did a
mentioned, tough
closeout
watch.
yesterday. I forget who was shooting. He did a closeout yesterday where he gave him the look to try to make him flinch, make him scared.
I'm going to say this
and that was like
publicly.
5 feet away.
I told y'all this in the group chat. If this continues, there's a world I see James Harden wanting to go to a new situation.
I mean, I could see that being a possibility just because defensively he has, but offensively he's doing everything that he possibly can to give this team a fight.
Houston, pick up the phone.
Also,
They playing so good,
effort-wise,
though.
They are, yeah.
You see in the last night, you saw the Orlando Magic just like diving on loose balls and being the first to get on the ground for the balls, and it's like that type of stuff. I don't think you're going to see an older Clippers team do.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, moving on to a team that's somehow even worse than the Clippers right now, the Kings. 8-game losing streak, 3-13, and they just lost by 41 points to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Who
Another is a team
themselves
that
are
just
not
can't
good.
get it together. But
So like, that's just the Memphis Grizzlies are bad, and then you lose by 40 to them. That means you're in a different tier to them of being bad.
And they didn't have Ja or I don't think I saw Jaren.
Jaron
either.
didn't play it. Santi Aldama gave them straight
he
bad.
just get buckets in his sleep.
but that's another team that just like they're not playing any defense either. They're hoping teams miss.
Who?
The Sacramento Kings.
Well, they ain't playing nothing. They not playing basketball. You saw this team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I the first thing I don't think about in this team is defense at all.
I think it was a couple.
But at the least, they supposed to score.
They got to score.
At the least.
Yeah.
couple
No
episodes
way
ago,
you
I
look
said
at
I
this
was
roster
done
and you thought
watching
you was
them.
getting defense.
Zach LaVine scored. No one else did.
There's no way you look at this roster and say defense.
Bro, Zach
defense.
LaVine had the worst look on his face because he's got like 30 points, but he's sitting on the bench and they're down 40.
Yeah. On the other side, Vince Williams Jr. is just like a maestro. That's how bad this Kings defense is. He had 15 assists.
Yeah, that's insane.
KCP has 7.
I
Is
might
that
be able
career
to
high?
drop a nice little.
Probably.
I might be able to drop a nice little stat line against
That's embarrassing,
Sacramento.
man. That's embarrassing.
And you know what's even worse? It's like, yeah, they can blow it up, but it's not like they're going to get real stuff for the players.
How they get? I don't know what they get.
Yeah, it's
And they're a team you don't trust drafting.
purgatory.
Yeah, they really need a top 3 pick. They need one of these guys to legitimately be handed to them because you're right. If they get the 6th pick, we just can't trust that they're going to necessarily nail that pick.
Yeah. And with Sabonis being out for the foreseeable future, it's probably not going to do nothing but get worse and worse.
Which
and
I think
worse.
is light at the end of the tunnel because the last couple of years it should have been this way, especially once De'Aaron Fox left. But they were somehow being able to pull out some wins. So now hopefully this hard presses, the reset. Hopefully Zach LaVine gets so sick and tired of losing. He just goes into free agency. And yeah, you can just get a young guy, you know.
Is LaMelo Ball going to stay a Charlotte Hornet? We'll talk about that next on Numbers on the Board. Kelly Iko of Yahoo Sports had a tweet that went semi-viral in NBA Twitter, saying, amidst a rough 4-11 start, Charlotte Hornets star guard LaMelo Ball has grown increasingly frustrated with the organization and is open to a trade. Now, shortly after that, LaMelo quoted this article with a clown emoji, but I thought it was good enough to bring to the show because I guess there's a couple different ways you can kind of look at this. How are y'all feeling about it?
I was kind of like, how can LaMelo be frustrated with the organization if he's a part of the problem? Like, the team hasn't been good, mainly because he's the franchise player and he hasn't been available. So, like, essentially, you can't walk around with your face turned up at everyone else when you are the guy and, like, you aren't available. They can't put their best lineup out there because you're essentially a key part of the lineup. And so without you being there for the last, he's been in the league for, 6 years now? And he's never played a full season or even close to a full season. Mm-hmm. So, like, how can he walk around frustrated when he's had seasons where he's only played, like, 20 games?
Yeah.
So he's a part of the problem.
It just really didn't add up. So that's why I kind of figured it might be a little shaky in terms of, like, how creditable it might be. But, again, I'm right with D Mills. Like, I don't think you could ever be in a situation where it's just like, I'm frustrated in a spot where I'm part of the problem, though.
Yeah, it's like a victim mindset when you're the one causing the issue.
I see what y'all saying.
Yeah.
But also you have to remember that, like, professional athletes are not the most self-aware people. Mm-hmm. So even though, yes, I would agree, I mean, 51 games, 75 games was just his all-star season, yeah. 36, 22, 47, and 9 games this year. You've already missed a few. I can't say it's impossible, improbable that this is not true because players just sometimes just don't have the self-awareness to recognize that, yeah. And it is kind of interesting, though, that, like, even though they are not good at 4-11, like, you can look at it and be like, yeah, it's looking good. Yeah. We got a good front office in there. It seems like we have a good coach in there, starting to build an identity, and you want out.
And also you hit on your 2 draft picks from last year.
No, not just 2. They hit on at least 3 of them.
Yeah.
At least 3 of them.
I think we also have to remember that sometimes the NBA, well, not sometimes, always the NBA is a business. 9 times out of 10, a lot of guys in the business are not making their own decision based fully off of them. Sometimes you have a circle, you have a team, there's narratives. He is a player that I think we all projected to not stay in Charlotte for his entire career. The reason I'm more on LaMelo's side is because I feel like over the summer, I heard LaMelo kind of say that he wanted to be in Charlotte. Like, contrary to popular belief, even though they're not this crazy playoff team and they've had these struggles and he's been hurt, he loves Charlotte and wanted to stay in Charlotte. And I know it's like, what else would he say? But sometimes a quote like that, unprovoked, does mean something because he didn't really have to say that. Yeah. And then I agree with KB. The vibes are kind of high for, like, the first time in a while. You brought in some good draft picks. I think him and Knippel are playing good together. I can see that coexisting. You just got to get Brandon Miller in the mix. And then this is another down year, you have just another segue to add another piece to the pie.
Y'all said,
I don't know.
To what y'all said, are y'all more surprised, or if this situation did arise, would y'all be more surprised if he asked out versus Charlotte being like, okay, it's time to move on from this LaMelo situation?
Yeah, the way I kind of looked at it is, hypothetically, if this is true, it makes it easier on the front office. Yeah. We're like, a lot of times new front offices come in and they want to clean house of what the previous front office has done. And even Charlotte Hornets fans that I know on Twitter having the internal conversation with each other are like, should we keep LaMelo Ball in the first place? And if this is true, it just makes it easy. If LaMelo wants out, then we don't have to think about making the decision because we're going to give him what he wants. But P, I agree with what you're saying, mostly because, again, the vibes feel like it was high. Mm-hmm. And Charlotte is his city. They let this man run red lights, play go-karts on top of buildings. Like, it really is his city. And a lot of the good PR from it over the offseason where people are signing contracts and the entire team is there doing the offseason while they sign a contract. I mean, hell, they were just at the Knippel house as an entire team. Yeah. Like, that type of stuff, I don't think that happens and 24 hours later we hear that the player wants out.
I was just telling that to somebody that I knew like some weeks ago when the Ja Morant stuff first happened. And they were like, man, Ja get traded, Ja this, Ja that. I'm like, I hope not. I hope Ja assess the situation and really think it through, because NBA fans and the media, we don't talk about that part where you are the staple in your community or that city where you've been that guy for years. And that's even goes to the point with the Devin Booker conversations we kept having over the summer. it's like everybody wants to win. Everybody is not going to win. All of these superstar players, all of these top 5, top 10 players, they're not all going to leave with championship rings. It's just the case that it is. So because of that, there is value in being that staple somewhere for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 years. It's I don't know. And then I think about that. Where does LaMelo Ball go?
That was, yeah.
What do they get in return?
Wherever he goes, he's not going to have that same priority status like he does in
Nobody
Charlotte.
does. If Ja Morant gets traded, no matter how big of a star he was, he doesn't really go to, unless these dudes go to the Kings.
The Kings is the number one place for all of these.
Unless
guys.
these dudes go to the Kings, you're going to play with Giannis.
Yep.
You're going to play with Wemby. You're going to go play with somebody else, and you're going to come into somebody else's thing, and that's way different from any other player.
To the Damian Lillard situation too, and Dame was a little bit different because for the most part, like he's just been healthier than LaMelo.
And their timeline was off, right? They was draft pick, and he's 30 trying to compete.
But as someone who's like LaMelo has been hurt for basically his career, like he's been battling it, going to another team and you get hurt again, they're not going to treat you with that same type of respect that the Charlotte Hornets did.
Well, they're not going to treat you that way to begin with because that's not your play. Like,
Yeah, that's
Damian
what I'm
Lillard
saying.
walked into Giannis, so regardless if he was healthy or not, it's Giannis' situation.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant went to the Warriors. That was Steph Curry's situation.
It feels like, to put it on some fantasy football stuff, I am way more attached to the players that I draft that day versus somebody I traded for. That guy I traded for, I'll flip him again if necessary, but like I drafted, I don't know, Joe Burrow, like maybe a little bit too early if we think about fantasy football, but I drafted these dudes, so I have a personal attachment to it, and I feel like that's the way it is for real sports too.
Yeah.
So if you just come in, okay, Pierre asked the question, where to? I'm going to name some teams, and y'all just straight up tell me, don't think about what the trade package, should this team be picking up the phone to even have a conversation about LaMelo Ball? The Toronto Raptors.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I could see it just because it is starting to play better. But if they want a legit one, then I could see them looking at picking up the phone.
The way that the team is structured, and I've been watching them heavily a lot with Barnes and Ingram, that's the last play type. It's not LaMelo, it's the style that he plays with that I see can come in. I think they need somebody that's going to defend and that can play off of Scotty and Ingram. Because then you bring in LaMelo and what is Scotty? You know what I mean? Like it's going to get very. I think quickly is fine, but they need somebody they need Trey Murphy III. They need OG Anunoby back. They need something like that.
Miami Heat.
No. I'd rather just stick with Tyler Hero.
He makes a great point of sticking with Tyler Hero. The way that this new Miami Heat team is playing, I definitely could see LaMelo in that system. I just can't picture him in Miami jerseys.
That's my big thing.
Maybe the Miami Vice jerseys fit LaMelo, but the whole Heat culture and all of that, I don't know. But the way that they playing, I think that's prototypical to how you would want LaMelo Ball to be playing basketball.
With the pace and everything.
I don't think he's a Spo guy either.
That's what I just said. Heat culture.
Oh yeah, true.
Milwaukee Bucks.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think that's something that could convince Giannis to stay.
Damn, you think he's out?
No, I'm just saying, like, realistically, I don't think that's. I think any moves you do now as a Bucks organization, you're trying to convince Giannis to stay, and that's not a move I would think would convince Giannis to stay.
Okay.
I just like the team with Giannis. You know, when Giannis is healthy, I like this less is more, and being able to take advantage of hitting on AJ Green, Ryan Rollins. I think that's better than going out and making another splash.
I'm going to do a quick Western Conference ones. Houston Rockets?
No.
He doesn't fit. He's not an Ime
If
guy.
they make a move, they need to make a move to somebody who has won and played at that high level before, and not somebody else who's going to be in their first playoff series.
Minnesota Timberwolves?
Sure.
It'd be fun, for sure.
They
It would
need
be
something. They
interesting.
need something to spark up.
LA Clippers?
Yes.
No.
Yes. They suck. They garbage. And he's from LA.
He gonna go from garbage to more garbage.
Huh?
He gonna go to garbage to worse garbage.
No,
At least he'll be
that's
in LA, though.
huh?
At least he'll be at home, though.
He'll be
in
LA. They got money to spend. Steve Ballmer wants to spend. As we see, they just invested in, and he's never been a part of a team that's willing to invest and have the opportunities that they will have.
Lastly, the ones you mentioned, Sacramento Kings.
No, from their perspective. It's time to
No.
double down on being weak
Yeah.
and getting draft picks.
And somehow I still feel like they're going to pick up the phone.
Yeah. John
course
Morant come
they will.
available. They're going to pick up that phone.
Yeah,
but
they like desperate. They like thirsty. They fiending.
When we come back, we're going to try to build the next USA Olympic team. Stay tuned. It's time to say thank you to our sponsor over at DraftKings, fellas. You know all about DraftKings Pick 6 by now. You can pick more or less or different player stats for the upcoming games. Just pick 2 or more different players into your pick set and decide more or less. Then sit back and watch and see if you made the right decision.
More or less.
Simply
More or less, baby.
More or less.
We currently are on a little hot streak.
Yeah.
We
I
went into
told
this
y'all.
week. We went into the leaderboard, and we were all down in the dumps.
Yeah.
We had a perfect day yesterday.
Power of friendship. We talked about it, and we got all on one accord, and look at us now.
We stupidly locked in now.
To be
Yes.
locked in. Hopefully, we can continue that momentum up on Friday's slate. So I'll start off by saying I went more on Chet Holmgren's points at 18.5 versus Utah. I think that Chet Holmgren has been not talked about enough this season. Obviously, OKC's winning so much, so everybody wants to talk about the defense, which is warranted. But Chet Holmgren's having a really amazing season. If you take out the one game where he basically only played 15 minutes, he's
an
averaging like
all-star?
23. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He's averaging like 23 points per game in those minutes, and 18.5 feels like a good line. NBA Cup, like we mentioned earlier, so teams are incentivized to keep the starters in a little bit more. So even if they are blowing out Utah, we may see more from Chet Holmgren. So I think hopefully I keep my hot streak alive and Chet pulls through.
I like that pick because most nights Utah ain't really defending much.
They gonna score.
They gonna score though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
We'll
be a
see if they're going to score
high-scoring game.
against this OKC.
Yeah,
No more Walker Kessler. So
No more Walker Kessler. And I've been riding the Lowry marketing more and more, and I was like, oh, it's OKC. I gotta fade that right now.
You been what?
I've been riding the Moors.
More.
Mike Ben Mathurin, 21.5 versus the Cavs. You also went more.
yeah, I got the more from this one. It's Friday. Like we mentioned, NBA
Man, you
season.
double take it?
I had to because I kind of messed it up. Benedict Mathurin might get 15 free throws this game. That's just how aggressive he is to just get into the line. 21.5, he can easily get that. I got to go more with this guy.
You don't think this game has blowout potential to what he just
Cup.
It's NBA
though.
Cup.
Oh, true. It is. the
It's
cup.
NBA Cup, baby. It's Friday.
Third time, one show, 3 NBA Friday. Let's see how many you can get into the episode now. Make it a bit.
Okay, bet.
Rebecca Black over there.
I like this one though. Ben Mathurin playing for some contracts. He's gonna try to get as many points as he
Dang,
can.
he playing for contracts?
Multiple, yeah. Sporting deals,
Shoe
sneaker
deals.
all of that.
Yeah, he needed
Contracts.
all.
Clothing deal. He need all that.
Next, Pierre, Jaylen Brown more, 26.5 versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, Friday, Cup. Give me more. My boy Jaylen Brown been on a tear. I've been loving his game this season. Mid-range killer. Boston Celtics been doing their thing. They don't really blow out teams anyway, so I was thinking about a blowout, but it don't matter because it's Friday, I should say.
Yeah.
But yeah, they haven't really been blowing teams out anyway. And the Brooklyn Nets might try to, fight. They've been one of those teams that you never know. Maybe this could be the 30-point Michael Porter Jr. game. Maybe Noah Clowney gives you 4 threes. Jaeger Dimon may hit 3 threes. They just that unpredictable team that you expect to lose, but depending on the night, they may lose with some dignity.
Yeah.
So if tonight's that night, then I think Jaylen Brown definitely get about 30, 32 points.
Not mad at it. Lastly, Derek Brandon Ingram more, 22.5 points versus the Wizards.
Brandon Ingram been on a roll lately, baby.
Yes,
so
sir.
I think going against Washington, this could be one of those games where he really come out and he showed a full package. So I'm really excited to see him play against the Wizards tonight.
What's been your favorite thing about Brandon Ingram's game? Or the most surprising thing? How did you feel about him and the Raptors coming into the season?
I mean, I didn't think it would mesh, but I think he's done a good job of showing that he can fit into any system and he can be a very impactful player regardless of the weapons around him.
I would agree with that, D. Millie. I would agree with that. As a big Brandon Ingram fan, there's biased opinions and things going into teams or whatever, but I do think Brandon Ingram has shown that he is a really good basketball player.
And not just like this.
Just give me the ball, I'm going to
score.
shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing within these guys. He's kind of being a hub. And I think they like top 3 in assists. Him, Scotty, quickly.
They
Everybody
pass
just
a lot,
passing the
yeah.
ball,
Yeah,
sharing the
pass a
ball.
lot.
I like what they
Shout
got
out to
going on.
Darko for getting them boys
For
locked
sure,
in.
for sure.
Today is Friday, which means that we do have pick slices available. When we come back, we'll talk about the Olympics. For those who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick 6 yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play $5 to get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Be sure to check out DraftKings NBA Slice Picks, available every Tuesday and Friday until December 30th. They basically lower a player's stats to make it more likely to hit. All you have to do is download the Pick 6 app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Missouri, so don't be afraid to get in on the action. Right? On the latest episode of Mind the Game podcast, Steph Curry and LeBron James pretty much shut the door on them playing in the Olympics in LA in a few years. So it got me thinking, what could our roster look like to compete with the Frances of the world, the Serbian team? They're coming, and we got to put together the perfect roster. Now, for the people at home, Team USA is a 12-man roster. Last year, they had 6 guards, only 3 wings, and 3 bigs. I don't think we have to keep that orchestration, but I'm kind of giving y'all a little reference. So I'm going to name y'all some American-born players that are active in the NBA right now and tell you what their age will be when the Olympics comes around. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. Is Steve Kerr still going to be coaching, or is it
I think
It's Spo. They already
exactly.
announced it's
Yep.
Spo.
So some of these names might be kind of wild. I wanted to give us a big room for, thinking about player progression and so on and so forth. So I'm going to read y'all some of these guard names. If y'all hear a name that y'all immediately want to eliminate off the list, please let me know. We don't have to think about it. Let me know if you see immediate locks, yada, yada, yada. Tyrese Maxey will be 26 years old. Donovan Mitchell will be 32. John Morant will be 29. Trae Young will be 30. Any of those guys stand out as a keep?
Tyrese Maxey.
I don't think Trae Young is a keep.
I think Trae Young and Ja cuts.
Cut them right now. Easy. The other 2 we'll keep for now.
Yep.
Next, we have Jalen Brunson, who will be 32. Austin Reeves, who will be 30. Tyrese Halliburton, who will be 28. And Cade Cunningham, who will be 27. What
Austin
about that
Reeves
group?
is a cut.
Austin Reeves is the cut.
He already represented
Cade
USA.
Cunningham is an immediately
Keep.
Yeah.
So
he's a keep, as in don't even debate. He's on the roster.
he's on the roster.
Bet.
I think Halliburton and Brunson are also on that roster automatically.
Yeah.
I would agree too. It's hard to cut those guys.
Halliburton already been on the roster.
Yeah, so I got a good feeling Halliburton is going to be there, but
Those are your 3 guards of the East.
true.
Because didn't you say, those are just point guards, right?
These are just all the guards.
But what I love
Wait,
about
did you say Anthony Edwards?
I haven't got to them all.
But
but I'm getting them in sections.
what I love about Cade Cunningham is that's a guy that you can throw around.
Yeah,
You know what I
because he's so
mean?
tall.
Yeah, small forward, all type of. He talked about it with Kevin Durant. He liked to play off the ball too and stuff. So
I do have some hybrid players here too. Amin Thompson will be 25, De'Aaron Fox 30, Stephon Castle 24, Devin Booker 32, Anthony Edwards 27, and Jalen Suggs 27.
Stephon Castle gets cut.
Suggs is off. I ain't ready to cut Castle. I think all of
Wait,
these
you said
teams-
another name, I think.
He said Anthony Edwards, which kind of stood out.
Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker obviously were on previous teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they grandfathered in based on that alone?
They're
and their
they're
greatness?
locked.
I agree with Darrick.
Okay. So as of right now, we have 5 guards guaranteed: Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, Cade Cunningham, Devin Booker, and Anthony Edwards. The guys y'all have not cut just yet. Did I say Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
Okay. The guys y'all have not cut just yet: Tyrese Maxey, Amin Thompson, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Jalen Suggs.
De'Aaron
Fox
gets
and
cut.
Suggs is cut.
Okay.
I don't know about Castle and Thompson,
I think there's such a surplus of guards right here.
but these are not guards. These are hybrids.
They are.
Stephon
Amin
Castle.
Thompson could play everywhere.
Yes, and so could Castle.
Yeah.
And then they love the guys that's going to do the
I
dirty
think will
work.
make it.
So we'll keep it open right now. Let's just
Yeah.
stick with the 5 guards that we have, and we'll come back once we hear the wings. The wings, again, they only had 3 last year. This is a long group, so I'll just
Tatum is automatically on this team.
Jaylen Brown is 32. Jason Tatum is 30. Jalen Johnson will be 23. Conkin will be 23. Mikal Bridges, 32. What about that group? Are we just locking in Tatum,
Brown
even
and
though
Tatum.
he didn't
I'm
have a good
taking Tatum and
experience?
Johnson.
I would take Tatum and Brown.
I know Tatum for sure. The other ones, I would say Brown probably is my guy, but Johnson does.
We just keep him on the list for now. We don't have to make
Yeah,
that final
because you
decision.
don't have one person that's a
But are
four.
y'all saying cut Con and cut Mikal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Some of these are going to be hybrids as well. We got Paolo Banchero will be 26. Aaron Gordon will be 33. Cooper Flagg will be 21. Trey Murphy III will be 28. And Zion will be 28.
I'm cool to cut Trey and Zion.
I'm
Cuts.
assuming Cooper gonna make it though.
Yeah. Cut Zion.
Dang, Z.
Cut Trey.
Uh-huh.
And there was one more. Cut Aaron Gordon.
Cut Aaron Gordon.
Ah.
I tried to get some glue guys in there.
See,
Aaron
that's
Gordon
kinda-
seemed like he would be so good,
I
like
think
good
Aaron
on
Gordon
this
will
type
be
of team
such
though
a
too.
glue guy. And they always had him.
How about
like
we keep him on the list, but don't put him on
Ain't
the team
Jalen
yet?
Johnson a younger Aaron Gordon, essentially?
He would be honestly. How old would Aaron Gordon be?
33.
33.
Still a young guy, ain't he?
Prime.
He's still in his prime
He would be, yeah.
at 33?
33 is still technically in your
For,
prime.
for LeBron and Kevin Durant.
But for his role, it's not going to be a lot of
We don't have to
ref-
keep him
Yeah.
completely. We'll keep
that's
him on the
fine.
list for now.
But his prime, you're changing it. He will not be in his prime at 33, Aaron Gordon.
Okay, you get out of your prime at 32. He'll be slightly out of it.
I think you've been spoiled with the Steph Curry's, Kevin Durant, to LeBron's. He's not, like, as much as we love Aaron Gordon, he's not those guys.
Bradley Beal is 33 right now. Bogey Bogdanovich is 31. Anyway, the next group of guys that we'll finally talk about it. Asar Thompson will be 25. Scotty Barnes, 27. Kevin Durant, 40. Jabari Smith Jr., 25. And Jaden McDaniels, 25.
Kevin Durant's a lock.
At 40?
I think
he
he
is
said
I
he
think
He is Captain America.
if they asked him to play, he would.
They're
It's
going to
on-
ask him. He's Kevin Durant.
It's on KD if he was going to play. At 40 though,
He's Kevin Durant.
I want him to be on his team, but 40?
He's
I didn't realize
40
he was going to
though?
be 40.
LeBron was 39 last year.
that's LeBron.
How old
Kevin
was Steph?
Durant.
37,
36. He was
30.
37 now, so
Yeah.
36 last year.
Oh, he's going
He's
to be
Captain
40
It's,
years
it's
older
probably
than
gonna be
that.
some factors that come into like what his team look like if he needs to spend that. Some, I think it's gonna be a lot.
Throw Kevin Durant on his
I'm
team.
just saying, y'all not going to lock Captain America. He's literally Captain America.
Throw
He's
Kevin Durant on his
all-time
team.
leading scorer.
Throw Kevin Durant on
I
his
feel
team.
like if you ask him right now, he'd be like, I don't know.
He probably will say, I don't know. We making that decision for him.
I mean, yeah. Steph Curry said he didn't know either.
Yeah. Are we okay? So right now, the guys that we have not cut, and y'all tell me if we should: Jaylen Brown, Jalen Johnson, Paolo Banchero, Aaron Gordon, Cooper Flagg, Asar Thompson, Scotty Barnes, Jabari Smith Jr., Jaden McDaniels. Who are we cutting?
Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels.
Okay.
I feel bad for saying. I feel like we can cut Jaylen Brown just because we have so much talent on the team.
Can we cut Jabari Smith Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. cut
Oh,
him too.
yeah. I think
I didn't
you say
even
his
pay
name and,
attention to that name
yeah,
on
we
this
just
roster.
skip
honestly.
I
him
just
past.
added some glue guys just in case. But
Yeah.
so that's a lot of guys left. Aaron Gordon, Paolo Banchero. Thoughts?
We can cut Aaron Gordon because Paolo will be a version of him.
He would be the better version.
You said what?
He would be the better version. We
Yeah.
would definitely take, especially at the age, we would definitely take Paolo over Aaron Gordon.
Asar Thompson. Is he keep? Is he cut?
I don't think both twins make it.
One of the twins, I feel like is gonna make it though.
So just keep Amen and get rid of Asar. Is that
Yeah.
what y'all saying?
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes, Florida boy.
How many people do we need?
12.
12.
And
How
right
many do
now
we
you
have?
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards and Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant. So you got 8 total players with 4 spots left.
We don't
don't
have
know.
a center.
We don't have a center. I haven't thought about bigs yet. Y'all want to go to bigs and then
Yes.
come back to
Yeah,
wings?
yeah, yeah.
It's not a lot of bigs.
That's
Great American
fine.
bigs. Evan Mobley will be 27. Jaren Jackson Jr. will be 29. Bam Adebayo will be 31. Jalen Durham will be 25. Chet Holmgren will be 23. And Anthony Davis will be 35.
Cut
So-
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he's not going to play. Health-wise, it wouldn't even be smart for him to play.
Who did you say before
He's
Bam?
making a decision 3 years. Before Bam, it was Jaren and Evan Mobley.
Cut Jaren Jackson.
Bam and Evan Mobley, to me, are kind of locks.
Jalen Durham might be one of
Yes,
the ones in
I
a
got
couple
Jalen
years
Durham.
though.
And Chet.
Yeah.
So y'all all went
Oh,
over the place.
man.
Y'all tell me, who am I cutting?
You're
Evan
cutting
Mobley?
Jaren Jackson.
We cutting
Jaren Jackson
Cut Jaren for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, so now we got 4 bigs left on this roster. Evan Mobley, Bam, Jalen Duren, and Chet. Are we keeping all 4 of those guys?
No.
So who's next to get cut?
This might be the toughest part. toughest
Yeah, this
part
is the
right
hardest
here.
part right here because they all
Because
kind of.
Evan Mobley, you can't
How old
deny
will
Evan
Bam
Mobley.
be?
31.
So he'll be in his prime.
I love that.
He's also a spoke
He's
guy.
a spoke
Yeah,
guy,
he is
and
a
he's
spoke,
been
yeah.
here before.
I think
He's
he
done
could
it
play
a few times.
multiple places, like
Will
positions
Chet be
versus some of these
healthy?
other guys too.
Let's assume health.
I don't know. I still would probably cut Chet.
Is there some redundancy between him and Evan Mobley with the thinner frames, rim protecting guy?
But he's going to
You
be so
need
much
both.
better offensively.
He will be better offensively.
Yeah.
We ain't got a lot of time. We got to make these decisions.
Has Evan Mobley played on the USA?
He has
before?
not.
Cut Evan Mobley.
It hurts Emo, but I'm
Y'all
sorry.
agreeing?
Yeah, we can cut
Okay,
Emo.
we can cut Evan Mobley.
So we're keeping Jalen Duren, Bam, and Chet. Is
Yeah.
there some redundancy with Bam and Jalen Duren?
A little
No.
bit, but it's okay.
No, they decent.
Okay,
So
so
how
let
many
me
spots we have?
let me tally that up. We got 3 bigs right now, 2 wings, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
We need one more
10,
spot.
11. We need one more spot. Jalen Brown, Jalen Johnson, Paolo Banchero, Cooper Flagg, Scotty Barnes.
Paulo Banchero.
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flagg.
He's
it
just
is.
too much of a Swiss Army knife.
Damn, I wanted Jalen Johnson.
I wanted Paulo to make it.
Let me read Team USA according to numbers on the board. We have the guards being Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, Cade Cunningham, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards. We did not keep
Did
Ahmed
Donovan
Thompson.
Mitchell
by
play
the
on the last team?
He did not. No.
Nope.
Hey, take him off. I'm sorry. He's an Adidas guy too. Take him off.
And
They
we
don't,
put-
they don't let Adidas
who we
guys
put
come on
in?
the USA.
Who we put in? A man?
One of
Amin
those
Thompson
power
did not.
forwards. One of those power
Paolo?
forwards. Paolo, Jalen Johnson.
Thoughts?
Paulo.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson just to go
Okay.
against D Mills.
That's crazy.
Wings are Jason Tatum, Jalen Johnson, Cooper Flag, Kevin Durant, and then the big fellas are Bam, Jalen Duran, and Chet. That is Team USA according to numbers on the board. Y'all let us know how we did.
All right, y'all. So we're going to get into one of y'all favorite segments. It's Fan Friday. If you don't know about it, when you go to Twitter and search up numbers on the board on Friday, we make a post and we pretty much ask y'all to lead this segment for us. So first question we got is from DC Wizards, and he asked us,
Let me guess.
Who
What's
was
this
some-
related?
I don't know, man.
no, it's not.
Okay.
He said, who are some role players from the early 2000s that you guys think would fit in the modern NBA today?
Bruce Bowen. Talk about 3-and-D. Bruce Bowen was ahead of his time with the San Antonio Spurs. Y'all got
I'm trying to think about some flamethrowers from the past that didn't get the volume that they were supposed to because they played in the wrong era.
Or what if they got the volume then where they can double the volume now? Like Page was shooting 8 threes then.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
shooting 15 threes now.
Or like a Jason Capono?
I don't know.
Did he
Jason.
guard well enough?
I was going to say, I don't
play?
know if he was going to be on the court
Yeah.
enough to play as many minutes. But that type of guy I'm thinking about, though, some guy that we all looked at like, oh, he was a sniper. Give me one of my favorites. Actually, I don't think he'll translate well, but I want to say the name Pat Garrity. Shout out to Pat Garrity.
You did
man.
like Pat Garrity when we were kids.
That was one of my guys.
I like
Orlando
Sean
Magic.
Marion.
See, he was an all-star, though. Does he classify for this?
A role player
A
could be an
role player could
all-star.
be
right?
all-star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you sneak in as a role player.
I think Mike Miller.
Mike
Shane-
Conley was all-star.
Mike Miller, Shane Battier, I think too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Shane Battier would have been crazy.
Oh, yeah, with the hand in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So give me Rashard Lewis.
We got
too,
him.
then.
Yeah, Al
yeah.
Harrington, those stretch fours,
Al Harrington.
Antoine Jameson.
Boom.
Robert
Larry
Horry
Hughes.
steals.
Hey, man, the amount of money the Rashard Lewis's, the Al Harringtons were making today's game.
I mean, Rashard Lewis made a lot of money.
he did
then,
too,
so
but
today,
right now?
yeah, he
Oh,
would-
he made
Yeah, I
$30+
think-
million man.
you know
a
where
year.
he's at right now, right?
No, I
Next time you watch the San Antonio Spurs game,
Oh, yeah,
he
you
is
did say he was
behind
on the
bench.
coaching
He
staff,
is
yeah.
taller than everybody. He's gonna stand out. Tell
Y'all
me.
think Kenneth Fareed could survive?
No.
Well,
He would have a better chance, but
he would have a better chance.
I'm just thinking about pace.
I'm saying
the perimeter
small
game
ball.
is, you know,
I just think that they won't.
small ball.
they
They
won't
going
guard
double
him.
big.
Yeah, they just won't guard him.
they,
They just won't guard him.
like a Montrezl Harrell type of form, I guess.
Kevin Martin would be nice in this era too.
oh, yeah, Kevin Martin would be nice.
Oh yeah.
Wemby's World. Shout out to Wemby's World. He asks us, where do you see the Spurs when Wemby, Harper, and Castle are back healthy, and what is their ceiling?
I think their ceiling is a true playoff team. I think we kind of question whether or not they would be good enough to make the real jump. I could see them, when healthy, being a top 16, but it's a matter of what they look like right now to get to that point. Right now, they've been doing good. I think it's 3-0 without Wemby in the lineup. So that's good. Shout out to De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes and stuff like that. But I think they have a real high ceiling, mostly because you have an alien on your team.
I agree with KB said.
Yep, top 6.
Next one we got is from Don B. This is more so for Pierre, but y'all could chime in if y'all want to.
No, it's not for us.
Who are some college players you like that aren't in the top 5?
Oh, my God. It's definitely not for us, Mike. Oh, my goodness.
LeBaron Philon is the first name that comes to mind. That's one of my favorites. I wanted to see him leave last year, but he came back to school, and he made the right decision. I think Mikael Brown from Louisville is really good, too, a really good guard. Koa Pete, I like. There are some very good standout players in this draft cycle. It's hard to say who aren't top 5 because, like, it's so early that I can see some jumps being made. So, yeah. Those are just a few. There's a lot of guys though, but we'll be here all day. I don't want to take up too much of the segment.
I still got stock in Perry Ellis. I still got stock in Kofi Cockburn.
I got Perry Ellis shoes.
I like my boy
some of
Avodalis
his
from
toes.
Virginia Tech too, but see, my problem is he had a breakout game early, and they was calling him Luka 2.0. He
I did
hasn't
see
had
that.
30 since, and we don't see any of those posts. I still think he's a good player, but I just think that the draft cycle on Twitter, they ruin everything, man. Just to let guys be good and just evaluate. But once you start throwing Luka out there, it's like, come on.
I really hate the unfair comparisons.
Me
to
too.
draft
That's still
prospects.
my guy, but I just
Yeah.
hate that they kind of ruined his mojo a little bit.
Next thing we got is from Nutter331.
He makes it every time. Nutter was on my show. Nutter just
Shout
getting
out
in
to
there.
my boy Nutter331.
He be active though. He rock with us.
Yeah, no, he do. As a group, what period of time did you four have the most fun playing the game together, And what game was your gaming peak as a friend group?
Let me answer this, y'all. Let me answer this.
I want to hear P.
Yeah.
I don't even think this is arguable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be insensitive because it was a tough time in America. But, dog, COVID, we was in our bag. And it was a little bit of everything. We was playing Pro-Am. We was playing Call of Duty. That's when Warzone first dropped. To me, that was one of the best times of my life of gaming with my people. Yeah. Being able to wake up. We didn't have to leave the house. We didn't leave the house. We almost weren't allowed to. Yeah. Hey, y'all get on the game? I'm talking about brush your teeth. You're on the game for 8 hours.
Y'all was doing that first step?
8 hours.
Sometimes.
8 hours. And I think that's the time that they put me on the PC. I had first got my PC during that.
And we had no kids, so there was no responsibility. Yeah. You did a podcast twice a week and you was just gaming the rest of the week.
Sitting on your ass was acceptable. Yeah. Nobody bothered you. Your girl wasn't like, what are you doing? It's like, nah.
She was right there. Right next to me doing her.
My girl started playing the game during then.
Yeah, same.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I would say that too. I mean, Prime Fortnite, I know that wasn't all of us, but Prime Fortnite was also different.
We couldn't
get
like, Pierre in on the Fortnite.
I was too late.
We had like 8 out of our 9 friends. Yeah. Like, we would have different squads. Like, y'all running, I bet we got another team over
That's
here.
That's always the best, yeah.
That's so, I got to say Prime Fortnite, too. Like, it just had everybody on the game. It had Drake on the damn game.
That's true.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it brought a lot of people
Ninja
together.
took the world by storm.
Yes, he did.
Like, that was... Ninja was like on top of the world.
He made a bag, man.
Yeah, he was on T-Mobile commercials.
Yep.
His family's life has changed because of that.
Forever.
Yeah, no, he's still one of the biggest streamers.
Shout out to Blue Pump, man.
Yeah, the Blue Pump. Oh yeah.
You
remember the Double Pump?
Double Pump meta. Shout out Daquan.
We would literally do the podcast in our house. End it and be like, get on the game.
Yeah, maybe make some lunch and then come upstairs and just play.
And there was no like, oh, I got to run a jewel because nobody was doing that.
No traffic on the road, so we was we was doing it off Zoom too, so you could just log right off, then you right about your business.
Throw a hoodie on, got your boxes on and stuff.
Next thing we got is from Salem Star. He said,
"Is that Salem? I've been calling him Salim the whole time, like, because he be on Twitch."
Who is an active player you like to see going to NBA coverage, like Vince Carter, Jamal, Dennis Scott?
I'm gonna do a little promo for Teed Up. When I watched that Corey Kispert episode, I was like, oh, if he wanted to, he got a nice little future in the post playing career stuff. He was really good. Some nuanced answers and also had a little comedic value to his stuff too. And I feel like that's a really good balance. I also just like the really smart players. So like if Chris Paul ever wanted to do media, he may not be good at media itself, but he'd be dropping gems about the overall game and what he's seeing. I would love that.
If he's not doing coaching, I would love if TJ McConnell got into media.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I think Anthony Edwards would be interesting. He came to mind, but also I think like he's like a superstar. So like
so was Shaq.
And so was LeBron.
Yeah, he was.
LeBron's got a successessul podcast.
True. It would be interesting to get there.
Podcast for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Y'all got any other names or that's it?
I'm trying to think of like random role players. It's like, oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like everybody I'm thinking about already has some.
That's the toughest thing. It's like
Josh Hart would be cool, but Josh Hart has a podcast.
Who isn't in the media? That's why it's so tough because it's like everybody got they hand in it.
King Style asks us,
Kyrie Irving.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Denny's stardom this season? Do you think he can make an All-Star or All-NBA this year?
Definitely not making All-NBA.
You got to win games to make All-NBA, unfortunately.
Could sneak into an All-Star game. That's the best way I could put it.
I think that's very fair. He's been taking it to a whole nother level. We all kind of predicted this after the end of last season, but I think he's even better at certain things. Like second half of the year, he got to the foul line a ton. That is translated over big shot taker, big shot maker. So All-Star is a possibility. He might get snubbed based on team success, so they really got to pick it up.
Logan asks us lastly, is the Suns' recent success real, or do you think this once Green and Grayson is back? Or they'll continue this once Green and Grayson is back?
It's hard to say that it's real. Also, the definition of real is different to different people. Like right now, is he thinking that is it real enough to be a postseason team, like a real play? I don't really know. Yeah. They did go through one of the easiest parts of their schedule. This next month will tell us everything we need to know about the Suns. They got like 4 contenders in 6 days. Like it's going to be a real rough patch, and we'll know exactly who they are.
I'm with KB. For a lot of these teams that we don't already know too much of, it's so early, y'all. It is so early. That real adversity is going to come late December, mid-January, right before that All-Star break, we're going to figure out who is who for real, for real.
We have the NBA Cup because what, Mike? What day is it?
Friday.
It is-
It's Friday.
It's Friday. We're going to talk some NBA Cup preview. Stay tuned. NBA Cup continues today. We got a slate of 9 games, and some of these games are really interesting, and I want to talk about a few. Starting off, the first tip-off game is the Pacers versus the Cavs. I don't know if that's one that we really locked into, but it's the first one, and it's by himself, so you're going to get like 30 minutes at a time, I would assume.
Well, the Pacers haven't been that good this season. Obviously, the injuries and whatever have been kind of holding them back. But I'm looking to see if the Cavs can kind of at least run away with this one. They've been a lot of close games with teams that we're looking at as inferior to them, so I'm looking at the Cavs for this one.
Next one, really quickly, we got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics, another one that we may not give in all of our attention to, but it exists.
I mean, it's a slight mid-off, but the Celtics are.
There's no way.
But at least Jaylen
there's no
Brown
way
is
it's
here.
a mid-off.
How come?
Because the Celtics and the Nets cannot possibly be in the same pot.
No, but it's just like they're not in the same pot, but they still kind of both kind of mid. It's just the Nets are just
I think
really bad.
the Celtics are mid, while the Nets are.
That was more
Yeah.
my point.
The last mid. Oh, we got 2 more mid-off games, and we get to the good games. Wizards, Raptors. Raptors have been good. Another.
But this has potential of being good.
You think so?
I think the Wizards sometimes they put on some games. where
They fell off.
Didn't
after
they
that
just
first
lose
week.
to who did they just lose
The
to?
Nets.
The Nets, yeah.
They fell off.
They call that player meeting.
And with the way that the Raptors are playing, the Raptors should handle business
I hope
pretty
so.
swiftly.
They are 14-point favorites. Last one. This actually got some potential here. Pelicans versus Mavs.
That might be
Cooper
another
Flag
mid
missed
off.
last game because of illness, so he might be back. Cooper
Zion.
Flag versus Zion versus Derrick Queen. It got potential. That's all I'm saying. It's got some
If the
potential.
Mavericks play like they did against my Knicks, this could be something. But we don't know what
don't know.
Pelicans version we getting.
All right, now let's get to some games that are at least interesting. The Bulls versus the Miami Heat. The Heat are 9-6. The Bulls are 8-6. So 2 teams that are sitting really close to each other in the standings.
I think the Heat are my favorite team for these Fridays because they really just want to push the pace up and down
So do the
and put as
Bulls.
many points.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be. It
this-
should be a
this would
high
be
score
This could be
game.
really
this could be
fun
one of those
game.
games where there's a lot of possessions and a lot of running in transition type of games, and hopefully it's a high scoring game too.
Oh,
It's gonna be high scoring. It's gonna be not much
And
defense in
hopefully
this game.
Kobe White do play.
I hope he does too.
I hope Kobe plays tonight.
Save Chicago, baby. Wolves versus Suns. We just got asked a question of if the Suns are real. They're going against a real team here in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even though the Wolves have not impressed me that much. To
They've
start
had
the
a little
season,
bit of a couple of easier games too.
They
that
haven't won against a team above 500 yet.
Anthony Edwards gonna have to turn it up. He's had some games where he's shooting really bad.
The game of the night though is Nuggets versus Rockets.
Oh yeah.
That's the one. This getting its
yeah.
own monitor. This is a lock-in material.
Jokic versus
Yeah.
Shangoon.
I had somebody ask me yesterday, man, why Sengun not in no or Sengun or KD not in no MVP conversations? I say as good as they are, they
This
not
levels,
close to
yeah.
Jokic, they not close to Shai, they not close to Giannis.
They in all NBA conversations, I would say.
For
but
sure.
MVP
Oh,
is a
yeah.
whole nother level.
Yeah.
MVP's a whole nother level. Next, we got the seem like undefeatable Thunder versus the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, this is probably one of them games that gets out of hand real quick. It has that potential, but also Utah puts up a lot of points, and hopefully
They can
there's
catch
a world.
OKC on
Hopefully,
off night.
hopefully their
Defensively.
worlds is their offense can keep up with that defense.
I'm calling it right now.
Oh, here we go.
The Utah Jazz is winning this game.
Wow.
They end in the street.
They're at 16.5 underdogs. So you better get up there.
Utah Jazz.
Put
Y'all
some-
better have my back. I'm supporting y'all. Y'all better have my back.
Put some money on it. You might walk out $1 million now. That's how unfavorable this matchup is for them. All right.
This one game can change your life forever.
Yep. That's the same thing Dennis Jenkins said against that Wizards. That one game.
Yeah.
Look at him now.
Look at him now.
Look at him.
He got an 8 overall boost in 2K.
79.
yesterday.
I think he is 79.
He's a 79 overall now.
Man, that's
Yeah.
a come up now.
Last game of the day, our Blazers versus the Golden State Warriors.
Give me the Portland Trail Blazers, baby.
Yeah. I'll go Portland in this one as well.
Okay.
Why?
I trust in them. I believe in them. Hopefully, Drew Holiday plays today.
That would be nice. Feel like it's been a while.
It has been.
Felt like it's been a
Everybody
while.
playing for the
He being
Warriors.
listed as day to
it's-
day.
They got to play for the Warriors.
He is
now.
questionable with a calf, and then Shane Sharp is still questionable. And for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga's still out, but everybody else is active. And I guess except for Melton. who
Warriors,
never
every
played.
other game, I feel like they just sitting out their starters.
They had a tough go of it.
I don't like that.
That is another great episode of Numbers on the Board. Be sure to tune in to the Enjoy Basketball Hour Monday through Friday. From Mike, from P, from D. Millie, from Kenny Beecham. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.